This is Brad from Comics, Beer, and Sci-Fi. We're in downtown Allen Park at Big Ben's Comic Oasis. We're going to be talking about toys. So, Chris, what was your favorite toy when you were growing up?
Well, first and foremost, I was that little kid product of the 80s and 90s, the one who was impressionable and wanted everything he saw on Saturday morning cartoons, the marketing ploy or what have you. But one thing, I always loved gimmicks, whether it was the Wolverine claws popping out, but one of my favorite toys in the late 80s was the Thunder Tank from Thundercats. I mean, you push that button and the hands go up, little claws come out, and you put Panthro in there, and I looked up to him because he's basically like the black Thundercat, obviously.
Right.
So
He was. He was.
So I mean, I gotta say, out of the dozens and dozens of ignorant amount of toys I own, I always go back to the Thunder Tank.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right, didn't it? It had a a thing like this.
Yeah, it had all kinds of levers, and just anybody with ADD, it was like a dream come true.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's great. Q, what did you like?
Well,
What do you like now? Forget about your childhood. What do you like now?
Well, seeing as how I do have a big, huge Megazord sitting in my apartment right now. No, seriously, I really do. But my favorite toy growing up was actually the Power Ranger toy. They came in the small ones, or you can get the big ones.
Okay.
And they had the hands, and you could put like the weapons in there.
Oh, right.
And but you would hit the belt, and it would flip the head. So the head would flip, and it would be like the regular head. And then you would go like, it's morphin' time, and hit the button, and the head would flip to the mask.
All right.
To the mask, and you were sitting there.
So
and then,
transformation before Transformers.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
Like, you could position them, like, it's morphin' time, flip the thing, and it come up. It was sweet. And then like the one with Tommy came with the vest, and you could take the vest, you had to take the vest off.
Right, it was
So
like
it could flip.
armor.
Yeah,
It pulled
yeah,
out and his
yeah,
face flipped.
flip
Sure, I
and all
remember
that.
those.
Yeah, so that was my favorite toy.
So just you're not collecting those things anymore. Do you still have them?
You know what? I had the Green Ranger one and the Red Ranger one, because those are the two that mattered at the time. I had them up until about 6 years ago.
Oh,
Okay.
And
wow.
I got rid of my whole toy box. Oh. And I regret it.
Okay, I think that's another episode. So, toys, Joy.
Well, as you guys know, I was an outdoor child, and I didn't really like that many toys.
Cage free.
What was that?
But I was really into Yu-Gi-Oh cards, like really into it. I still have my Yu-Gi-Oh deck, and
Duel sometimes.
yeah, duel in time. And I was really into. I had a Sailor Venus action figure.
How did they do that whole hair long pigtail giant?
It was, well,
4-foot long
Venus,
pigtail thingy?
she just is, has bangs, and, she has long blonde hair.
Oh, Sailor Moon that had the hair thing. Okay, right.
Pigtails, but it was real hair, and it was an action figure, and that was the only action figure I had, so, woo, Sailor Moon.
Hey, I have to recant that statement about the Thunder Tank.
Uh-oh.
How could I blaspheme myself? Transformers, that was my vehicle thing. 2 for the price of 1. You got an awesome robot alpha male thing happening with Prime, and then you turn him into a truck. It is the essence of 80s masculinity.
Okay, my turn now.
Okay.
My turn.
Sorry.
That's all right. Yeah, that's right. My
Wheel and
turn.
stick.
So, I'm old, if you hadn't noticed. And the only dolls for boys were G.I. Joes, the tall ones. I had to have it. All my friends had them. We went outside, because we were outside children. And those G.I. Joes, they went into dirt, they went into the pool. If you could launch them, catapult them, you could do anything. Lifelike hair, it was horrible. They all eventually got alopecia, if you don't know what that is, clumps. I had one with a beard, don't ask me why. And do you know I have the one from the moonshot in the capsule. I think I have the capsule. The guy's in the capsule still. It's like Major Tom.
Wow.
And then something happened. My mother decided she was cleaning out the basement, and everything went to drared. So, sad day. But Legos rule.
They're timeless.
That's right, they are timeless. I think we all need to cry a little, and we'll be right back.
I'm gonna cry.
I was getting a little teary.